Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. We're looking at this powerful story of the Good Samaritan in Luke chapter 10. And yesterday we talked about the man that was in Jerusalem worshiping, yet he chose to go down to Jericho. Like so many believers today, maybe people even that get close to worship and religion, and yet they leave it to go down to the world, down to the Las Vegas, down to the worldly pleasures, away from God. And always you fall among thieves. And that's what happened to this certain man that went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. Now today we're looking at the response of these three different people. There was the priest, it says in verse 31, he came down that road just by certain. Now look at that, by chance came down that road. When he saw the man in the ditch, he passed by on the other side. He just gave him a glance. Now, this is a priest. This is a religious leader, and yet he seems not to even care at all. He's got a religious duty to do, and he's going to go do it. He's not going to pay attention to the person in need. And then verse 32, the Levite. Now, that's a religious worker. Notice what he did. When he arrived at the place where the guy got beat up, thrown in the ditch, he came and looked. And then it says he passed by on the other side. These guys went on the other side. They got away from the real need of this man that had been beaten up and left half dead in the ditch. They went by on the other side. The religious leader, the person who was the religious worker, he came by and he looked and he wrote a book about it, how we should help people, and he passed by on the other side. But then, I love it, verse 33, a certain Samaritan, Jesus is specific, a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed. And I thought, this man was on business, he had things to do, he was busy. As he came by, he came where he was. When he saw him, he had compassion, so he went to him. Instead of passing by on the other side, going and writing a book about it, telling his friends about the guy who was stupid, who went from Jerusalem down to Jericho. No, he came where he was. He had compassion. He didn't try to figure out why it happened. He just saw there was a certain need. It was an immediate need, and he decided, I'm going to do something about it, and he helped him. And now we have his story in the Bible today that inspires hundreds of thousands, yes, millions of people to do good deeds for others. And that is important. Jesus said, if you look on somebody that has a need and then you don't do anything about it, he said, what good is that? We must help those who have a need. Jesus saw the rich young ruler that came running to him. I love that in Mark 10. And when Jesus saw him, he beheld him and he loved him. He loved him. We take time to stop and take time to think about the real need of the people that are dying and perishing and going into a Christless eternity. It causes us then to step out of our comfort zone, to stop from our busyness and do something. The world today doesn't need more religion, my friend. We need more of people who exemplify what it really means to love God. That means we love our neighbor, the person closest to us that has a need. And yeah, you have in this Bible and in the story of history, the story of the Good Samaritan, and it has inspired people like Franklin Graham to start a organization, an NGO called the Samaritan's Purse, that helps millions and millions of people around the world and inspires others to serve and give as they give out of their resources to bless others. You know, the high cost of caring, yes, the high cost of caring, it's there. But it costs you more not to care, to be honest with you, to live a humanistic, selfish life, thinking it's all about me and not caring for others. Jesus makes it really clear. Who is my neighbor? The answer is the person closest to you that has a need. And you know what? That's just about everyone. People have emotional needs, they have physical needs, they have mental needs, they have needs just somebody to give them a smile. And that person, you never know what's going on in their life, but they're right there. God has brought you across their path instead of going on the other side. Instead of just saying, I'm going to pray for them, no, you do something about it by giving them that smile, giving them that hug, giving them that help that they might need. Well, God bless you as you think about it. May God help us all to be good Samaritans today for the glory of God. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.